friends, apparently he's 22 now, I guess. My 22-year-old son saw my video the other day when I was talking about how you need a nosy friend. If you haven't seen that video, you should definitely go back and look at it because it contains some very good and relevant information if you are still out here in these streets dating. And so my son was like, "You are insane. Nobody is taking that advice." And I was like, "You better be taking that advice." He doesn't need to have a nosy friend. He has a nosy mama. He's so blessed, he doesn't even know it. So my husband was sitting here and we were talking about it and we were laughing or whatever. And so he was asking me what were the criteria that I use to choose my beloved spouse. So I just let him know there were some basic things that anybody who wanted to date me needed to have. And in the beginning, my husband, although I adore him, he didn't have them. He was not qualified to date me. And I let him know. And bless his heart, he stepped up his game, and after 2 short years, he was qualified, and now we're living happily ever after. See how that worked? Wasn't that terrific? But my son was saying to me, "Well, how will I know who's qualified?" And I was like, "Oh, let me help you out." So he, of course, is free to choose whoever he wants. That doesn't mean I have to like them, but he is free to choose and date whoever he wants. But here are some of the criteria that I use. And I will also give you what I call baby mama math. Yes, there is baby mama math. Now, baby mama math also applies to baby's daddies, but we'll just use baby mamas for this particular example. So, from ages, whenever you first start dating until 20, my son should be looking for a woman with no baby daddies. I was looking for a man with no baby mamas. From 20 to 30, by the time a young person gets to be 30 years old, you can have one baby by somebody else. But my personal rule was you can only have one living baby's mama. Like 2, 3, 5, 62. No, thank you. You are not qualified to date me. After the age of 30, for every 10 years, you can have one additional baby mama or baby daddy. I prefer that you not. But if you happen to have a couple of them, all right, by the time you're 50, if you've had 2 kids in 2 different relationships, that's fine. But if you got 4 kids in 5 relationships, and you're only 20 years old, no thank you. You're not qualified to date me. Also, you're not qualified to date my son either. Some other things: a good job, a nice family background, no history of insanity or twins in the family. Although twins, okay, fine, whatever. He's got to take care of them kids. I didn't want anybody with a history of twins because personally, I didn't feel like I could handle 2 babies at once. Although, if they could afford to get me a nanny and a night nurse and possibly an au pair all at the same time, then yeah, if you have a history of twins in the family, no problem. But still, no crooked teeth, no bad vision, and no history of insanity. No thank you, you're not qualified to date me. There's a whole bunch of other stuff, but by the time I broke down these simple guidelines, my son was on the floor laughing. He thought I was kidding. Let him bring down some broke down girl with 4 baby daddies up in here. When you meet the girl, like, "Oh, your kids are cute. Those are all yours. How old are you, girl?" You're not qualified to date my son. So, FYI, if my beloved son, any of my sons, I have 4 sons. One of them is married, so he's off the market. But if you go to meet your boyfriend's mama and you look up and it's me, you better have your game together, because I'm nosy and I'm going to find out all about your situation, and you might not be qualified to date my son. Also, you might be my new daughter-in-law. Welcome to the family, girl. All right. Y'all have a good, safe night. Bye.